Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. Now here's what's interesting. So we have the information on upcoming content. Looks like we're beginning to get into some 10th anniversary stuff here. One thing I do want to point out though, quickly, there is no maintenance announced at the moment, right? We do not have maintenance announced. So that means that the Dokkan 2 update is definitely not coming this week. 100%. We'll see when exactly this is going to drop. We're not really too sure yet. I'm definitely very excited, of course, to see that. Perhaps they would have more info here, but I don't know if this is actually happening anymore because of, kind of like the tragedy that happened in Los Angeles. We'll see what's going to happen. As of right now, it's still on. Again, we'll kind of see what's going to happen here. But I imagine, like, some of this stuff being announced and, potentially this stuff being early on, like, during the countdown, right? Like, we have a new red zone here. This is going to be like the 2023 Worldwide Download Celebration where they did have 2 red zone stages during the countdown, which, back then certainly did seem to feel to make the celebration more lively. So I think that this is definitely a good decision. Okay, so I guess let's just take a look at this here. So we have some content that's going to be coming up. By the way, what is the preparation period? Is it going to be tonight? Yes, today. So the data download is in 12 plus 6 hours, basically. So about 18 hours from now, data download. Okay. Battlefield, 10th anniversary special edition. Engage in battles against powerful opponents. So we're not really getting any information, no hints, any teasers. Let me get this. Ultimate Red Zone GOKU'S Story Edition. So what I think we can see here, this could mean any number of things. Could Namek Goku being a 10th anniversary LR, potentially be kind of like tied in here? It could, yeah. What about, this is something that several people have brought up, like a Goku and Vegeta who could transform into like multiple different things or something like that, right? Because it's like, if we look at these enemies here, Goku's using Super Saiyan against Cell and Frieza. He goes blue against Hit, right? Super Saiyan 3 against Kid Buu, UI against Jiren, and then of course Kaioken against Vegeta. Maybe like a Goku that, could just transform, like we pick which version of Goku we get. And then there's like a Vegeta who does the same thing. Could be fire, right? Like that could be a very, very interesting character that I think would be worth the 10th anniversary. Remember that the teasers, like the 10th anniversary trailers, they did seem to imply that a lot of Dragon Ball is going to be represented. So, we'll see what it's going to look like. Now, I do have the bosses pulled up from here. So remember, this Cell right here, this is the TUR for the LR Cell and Cell Juniors. We have this Vegeta right here, although the art, I believe, is... Yeah, it's his SSR. Whoops, should have got that pulled up earlier. We have the SSR for this Vegeta. This guy came out originally during the 3rd anniversary. Yep. And then he got his awakening during the 4th anniversary. We have STR Kid Buu, who obviously just got his EZA. We have the full power transformation of the recent Carnival LR Jiren. Here we have this Hit. This is a World Tournament Hit. Hit really, almost has no kind of like modern animations in the game. Tech Hit's animations are, okay. They're not bad. But like, I feel like Hit is definitely a character where we need Hit. I don't know about Hit being a 10th anniversary LR, but certainly Hit could be a really sick Carnival LR, right, during Tanabata or Worldwide or something like that. I definitely think Hit could be on that level. And then finally we have this Frieza. Now this Frieza's interesting because this LR's EZA'd, this guy's EZA'd, This guy just EZA'd. This is a new summonable LR. This guy EZA'd as well. This Frieza has not EZA'd. This is not an EZA'd character right here. This is the Frieza that came out during the 2018 Worldwide Download Celebration, which, if you guys remember, was part 1, which was transforming Goku and Frieza, which went through all their forms. And then they had banner units related to Namek. Back in 2018, they dropped like a lot of Namek stuff, but never like a full-on dedicated like Namek celebration. Like, it was so weird. Like, the anniversary was like, had all this Namek themed stuff, and then it's just like Vegeta and Gogeta were the part 1 LRs, right? Like, it's like we've seen very weird things related to the Frieza saga and Planet Namek and stuff like that. But yeah, this guy is still in need of his EZA. And then remember, there's the Kaioken Goku that came out with the transforming Super Saiyan Goku as well. So again, we've got that. So these are all of the characters that we're looking at here that are potentially going to be enemies. So very clearly it's going to go through most of Goku's journey. I guess it is a little weird. No Demon King Piccolo? This seems a bit odd. They couldn't have done Piccolo as like Stage 1? No Tao either. Who else could be missing here? I would try and leave it to like notable villains. Raditz to me is enough to get a Red Zone stage. I mean, maybe you could say Nappa, obviously Vegeta. I guess the Ginyu Force. I mean, Captain Ginyu is a legitimate opponent. Frieza. I mean, I don't know about Android 19. I mean, I guess, but yeah, not really there. Goku doesn't do very much in the Cell saga, right? Like the Android Cell saga. It kicks off with him fighting 19, and then he fights Cell at the end of the arc, right? Like it's just Goku is just like not around for most of it. And then once we get to the Buu saga, I mean, Majin Vegeta, certainly, there's possible that there's other stages aren't represented there. Majin Vegeta could be a very good one. Fat Buu. And then, of course, Kid Buu. I mean, if we go back to the Buu saga Red Zone, right, let's go back and look at the Buu saga Red Zone. We had stage 1, which is against Babidi's forces, Super Buu, Buuhan, and Kid Buu. So, I mean, Babidi's forces kind of had Fat Buu in there, but like, Majin Vegeta wasn't in it at all. And I do think Majin Vegeta would be a Red Zone stage and not a Supreme Magnificent Battle stage, right? Would he? I would assume Majin Vegeta would be a Red Zone stage. I mean, it was pretty obvious that Jiren would be on. I guess Kefla. Kefla could obviously be in here. Goku Black, Golden Frieza. I mean, there is actually so much. And I'd be curious, I mean, if they're going to do a Goku story edition, they're going to do a Vegeta version as well. I mean, that's just how modern Dragon Ball gets down. They don't just do, all right, Goku everything. It's like they kind of, I mean, I don't want to call Vegeta kind of like a dual protagonist or something, but like, it's like Vegeta is like right close to Goku because they know that Vegeta has a huge fan base and they keep them close together. It just keeps interest, I think, higher in the series. So if Vegeta had one, I mean, he would have Goku in there, right? He would have Frieza, maybe some members of the Ginyu Force, Zarbon, Dodoria. He obviously does fight a lot during the Android saga, right? Android 19, he fights Android 18, he fights Second Form Cell, Perfect Cell. Then, of course, during the Buu saga, we had, Kid Buu, Fat Buu. Vegeta does have quite a lot of fights, and then, of course, we get the Dragon Ball Super, and he's got a lot of the similar fights as Goku. Oh, Beerus! Beerus is another one. Yeah, dude, this is funny. Like, this could legitimately be a Red Zone that could have, like, 12 stages. Like, this is, I guess, a good idea for a Red Zone, right? One that could, this could legitimately have 10, 12 stages, and they could just be dropping a bunch of, like, we could get countdown stages, part 1 stages, part 2 stages, and part 3 stages. We'll see if it's going to end with Jiren, or, again, is a Vegeta family, or a Vegeta's story going to pop in? I guess the one thing about a Vegeta's story is it probably would be a Red Zone, And it probably wouldn't include Goku as an enemy because it would be a red zone, right? If they did a Vegeta story edition, I guess they would kind of just skip over the Saiyan saga, sort of. It's probably what they do. Since, red zone is for kind of like antagonists. I think Kefla would be a red zone stage, for example, right? Topo would be a red zone stage. Although Topo would be more in the Vegeta story, but you guys get what I'm saying. And then Supreme Magnificent Battle, that's for the superclass enemies. So Gammas are a red zone stage as well. But pretty excited for that. Seems cool. Then we have Tile Breaking Challenge. This is the Boo Saga stage of the Tile Breaking Challenge. And then finally, we have the Extreme Super Battle Road. Kuroda Body and Mind. That's awesome. Every 10 stages of Extreme Super Battle Road is ding, 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 box space. Yep, so they're going to get rid of those. Okay. By the way, the buffs are probably going to go away right here. I would imagine this data download could be when the LR Super Saiyan 4s, the Blue Fusions, Gohan and Cell, could be losing their temporary buffs. So we do want to keep that in mind. So, all right, there we go. There is the new stuff coming. Again, we got to keep our eyes out for this. Like, is this actually still going to happen or not? I really don't know. And I can't even make, I think, like a really good educated guess. I know a lot of people would say, oh, we've already got our planes and our tickets and stuff like that. But, I mean, it is kind of like there was a disaster, right? So, like, we'll see what's going to happen with that. If they do end up canceling that, I'm not sure what's going to happen. But we do have the 10th anniversary coming, which is definitely going to be pretty hype. So, let me know what you guys think of the Red Zone coming. Probably... by the way, I would not be shocked if, like, the first stage is tomorrow, like, in 24 hours. So, definitely seems pretty exciting. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys next time.